So what do you think then has been your biggest professional challenge through all of that?
That's easy. That's me.
Yeah.
You know, the common denominator in all of my problems is me, right? I'm always there. And really just believing the stories of the mind that aren't true are the danger spots, and taking actions or not taking actions based on whatever the stories are. And I think one of the most powerful things we can all do is to learn to question the stories that the mind gives us. And the mind, it's the ego, right? It's not malicious. It's just trying to keep us safe. And anything unknown is dangerous to the ego. And the only way that I create anything new, though, is to go into the unknown. But that feels risky to the ego. But really, when you just question those stories of the mind, not even in an effort to change it, just to question it so that the mind will change on its own. And that's absolutely possible. But the influence equation, in my opinion, if you want to influence the behavior of others, it's kind of three things. It's trust, connection, and then vision. And I know when I was a new leader, I started at the back, and that's why it didn't work. I would just share the vision. I'm like, here's where we're going, go get it. And people weren't connected to it and probably didn't trust me because they didn't feel like I cared about what they wanted. And so starting at the beginning, it's trust, right? How do we build trust? We build trust by being authentic. Number one, as leaders, being authentic to who we say we are, and are my actions consistent with my beliefs and values, with the company's values? And then that helps people. They know what they're going to get, and it's consistent.
Quite often misunderstood, decisiveness means fast decisions, which is true, but only half true, because the other half that's missing is what you said, which is effective. Yeah. Anyone can make a quick decision, right? That's easy. I'll just pick one at random. It doesn't matter.
That's a great point.
Yeah. And I think there's a lot of, I can't remember who the author was, but there's something I was reading a few years back about quality decision making and the aspects that go into that. And there is the element, as you say, about time. In theory, you could make 100% perfect decision every time, but it might take you 2, 3, 5, 10, 20 years to get there. And what actually matters is that timeliness, and that's a more important criteria.
Yeah, absolutely. And people are built different too. And you think about any great leader, what do they have? They have a high degree of competence, and they have a high degree of warmth of some sort that makes you feel, good when you're in their presence or good when you watch them or whatever. Easy example is Oprah Winfrey, right? Super successful here in the US and in the world, right? And she's really, really warm and bright and easy to watch. She's fun and she's big and but she's also really competent, and she'll ask hard, challenging questions. And I don't know why she popped into my head, but I was thinking about Hawaii, and I know she has a big house there earlier, so maybe that's it. But and just a leader that you've ever really resonated with, that inspired and empowered you. If you think about it, they were probably really competent, but they were also warm in some way. That if it's all gas and no human, well, that's hard to relate with, because I'm a human and I want to be treated with humanity. I mean, if I'm not excited to be here and I don't see what's in it for me, then I'm just doing a job. I'm not gonna be innovative or creative or go any farther than I have to go. You're gonna have trouble getting me to do what I'm supposed to do, much less go above and beyond and bring in new things and collaborate with other people. And that's how you create, if it's a company of 100, you create 100 different kind of silos inside one company. That's really dangerous, and it's hard to move forward if everybody's pulling a different direction. I used to wonder, why do people always talk about the weather? It's hot today. It's always hot in Texas. Duh. But that's a form of connection. That's how, as humans, we've evolved for as long as we have on Earth, is connection. We both know it's hot, but that's how, just a form of connection. And so just, hey, it's hot. Sure is.
Yeah, I think weather's one of the universal forms of communication, isn't it? Everyone has it. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. It might be slightly different weather, but there is weather.
That's a great point.
There's a reason why it always starts a conversation, isn't there? That's because it's the thing that we can all relate to. We can all discuss it without thinking too much.